the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get it.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check 24, check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. First down, Mariota. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A look there at the defensive starters for the Colts. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now Mariota, and that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Brian Kelly's a great example of how valuable centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the 2nd and 3rd level and deliver blocks.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
He finds Humphreys. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Humphreys. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Mariota now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Mariota.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
On first down, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor throwing again. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Watch the slant. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 15 carries, 97 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
This is Hines pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Right there, 54 miles.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. On first down, Mack. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now a give right side. It's Hines. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Taylor on third down, throws incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Throwing, Mariota, and that's Elliott, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Here's Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Hauschka's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taylor. And the catch made by Hopkins.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor. Funchess has it complete.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot hard.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mariota to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Taylor. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Switzer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jabal Sheard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. That one complete to Elliott. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. From the 24, Taylor, and his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Taylor to throw, and he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Taylor now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. He completes this one to Mack. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Stop right there.
On third down, Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A second down throw here for Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Mariota again. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphreys. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
On first down, it's Taylor. Incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From midfield now, here's Taylor. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's Tyrod Taylor who's been on the offensive in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. 3rd down here. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That one on to left tackle Anthony Costanzo. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's what I'm talking about.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is.
That's it, baby.
Mack apparently shaken up there. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Silver.
From the gun, it's Taylor. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the interception here, Mariota completes it to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tyquan Lewis makes a stop. Off the play fake, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
You got him. You got him.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player's spotlight. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites. And that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Hey,
Taylor will throw again. Able to find Switzer. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
that's it, baby.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
54. How you get
Throwing again, it's Taylor toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Taylor now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
10th carry now for Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They go to Elliott again. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
7 yards there and a first down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
They run with Hines. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Big hit. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From just shy of midfield, Taylor Funches has it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Taylor will throw. And he gets it to Funches complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Play fake. Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action now. Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Taylor. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Mariota. This one caught by Davis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Here's Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Hauschka adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, Taylor. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They get the former number 6 overall pick, Quentin Nelson, out of Notre Dame that time. Now Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Here's Taylor to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Play to win.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
I got you. I got you.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Taylor. He'll check this down to Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, it's Chandler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on first down. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's caught, Humphreys. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Mariota now. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw again. Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Here we go.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now. You know what that generally means?
Success.
That and it means...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw. Out to the right to Humphries. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He's back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Back to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back to throw.
Hey, you got...
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. A second down throw here for Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. Stop shy of the 45.
Yeah, baby.
Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mariota now from the 50. And that's Elliott, complete. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Mariota now to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Titans, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.